Hello, class 11th students. Today we will do the miscellaneous exercises on chapter 1. This question number 1. This question number 1 says, decide among the following sets. Which sets are subsets of one and another? A is a set h such that h belong to real number and h satisfy h square minus 8h plus 12 equal to 0. B is the another set 2, 4, 6. C is the another set 2, 4, 6, 8. D is the another set 6. See, the set A is written in the set builder form. First, we convert into the roster form, the set A. So I write on the set A, this X belong to real number, okay. And this both the conditions should be satisfied. That as this satisfy this equation. So we are just find out the factor of this part first. X square minus 8x plus 12 equal to 0. So you find out the factor. 12 is here. You write down the 12 factor, 1 to find out factor. 2, 6, 2, 3. 4 and 3 will be the factor. No. We say 6 and 2. Okay, 8 comes out. X square minus 6x minus 2x plus 12 equal to 0. So we take the common here, x common. X minus 6 minus 2 take common, x minus 6. And now we take x minus 6 common. In this equation, we are getting x minus 2 equal to 0. So it gives us the solutions what? X equal to 6 and x equal to 2. So the set A becomes what? We say that set A becomes 2 comma 6. These are the values we have 2 comma 6. So let's see. So set A comes out 2 comma 6. Now we have to compare this one, set A and set B. See, in the set A the element is 2 and set B the element is 2. Okay, set B A element is 6, set B we have an element of 6. So all the element of A 2 and 6 is also the element of B. You see this one B 2, 4, 6. So element of 2 and 6 both are here. So A is a subset of B. This is a symbol of subset. So we say A is a subset of B. Now A and C, A is this set, or you say the C is this one 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. See, in the A 2 is here, 2 is here, 6, 6 is here. So A is also the subset of C. See, subset of C. And next one D. See, in the D is there 6 elements are there. A is not the subset of D because 2 element is not the part of D. Now we say B and C. B is a subset of C or not? Now we check the B and C. Look out here. The B has a element 2. C has also has the element 2. B has element 4. C has also element 4. B has element 6. C has also element 6. So B is a subset of C. You see that here. A is a subset of C. B is also subset of C. Now B, D. B is not the subset of C. D. Okay, fine. C is not the subset of D because elements are not there. Now look out here. Is B is a subset of A? No. C is a subset of A? No. D is a subset of A? No. Okay. C is a subset of B? No. Okay, fine. Here, look out here. The D is a subset of A, B, and C. You see, sixth element is there. Sixth lie also in A also. So we see that D is a subset of A. And you see this one D, sixth is also lie in B also. So D is a subset of B also. Fifth lie also in C. So we say that D is a subset of C also. So this is the end of this question number 1. Now we want to do this question number 2. In each of the following, determine whether the statement is true or false. If it is true, prove it. If it is false, give an example. See, these statements are given. We have to just determine whether the statement is true or false. And if it is true, we have to prove this one. And false, we have to give an example. See in this question number 1, part 1. If X belongs to A, X is a element of A, and A is the element of B, then X is also the element of B. We don't think so that it is true. It is a false statement. Let's say it is a false statement. Now, when it is a false statement, I have to give an example. I say, let's say A is a set giving you one element. We say 1 or 2. Okay. Now we say that B is A belong to B. So we have defined the B is that B belong to the element. We say that here 1 and say 1 comma 2 is this the element. So we are writing here element here, and we say 3. Okay, fine. Now we say that X belong to B. I say that X is there. Okay, A. X belong to A. X belong to B, right? This is X. This will not we say X. This we say it is 1, and we say this is X element. Take it here X. So that here the X does not belong to B. So in this example, you see that here X does not belong to B. So this statement is false. Now, we want to do the second part of this question. This second statement, if A is subset of B and B belong to C, then A also belong to A is a element of C. This question is that A is a subset of B and B belong to C, then A also belong to C. So we say that here that all the element of A belong to B. Okay, and B is the element of C. Then we say that A belong to C. I don't think so. It is a true statement. It is a false statement. So we write down the answer. Let's say, for example, A equal to, we keep the example 1 comma 2. Since A is a subset of B, so B contains all the elements of A and some other elements. Okay. Now B is the element of C. We say the C is a set, and I give the some example values 1. This B is a member, so we give the 4. Now you see this one. A belong to C? No. A 1 comma 2 does not belong to C. So set you can say 1 comma 2 does not belong to C. 1 comma 2 does not belong to C. It means B is A does not belong to C. So this is the false statement. Now we do the third part. If A is a subset of B and B is the subset of C, then A is a subset of C. Yes, this is true. Since A is a subset of B, let's say X belong to A, and then we say X belong to A, so X also belong to B, because A is a, since A is subset of B, so X also belong to B, implies that. Now we say X belong to B. Now we say that B is a subset of C, so X also belong to C, since B is a subset of C. So what I'm saying that here X belong to A and X belong to C, X belong to A implies that X belong to C. It means A is a subset of C. Now, question number 4, the part 4 of this question. If A is not the if A is not the subset of B and B is not the subset of C, then A is also not the subset of C. This question says that A is not the subset of B, B is not the subset of C, then A is not the subset of C. This is not a statement true, it is a false statement. See, it is a false statement. It means, I say that here, let's give you some example. A is a set 1, 2, 3. Okay, we take the 3 element. Okay, fine. And we say A is not the subset of B, so we say B take here the values 1, 2. So you can say A is not the subset of B because 3 element does not belong to B. Similarly, we say B is not the subset of C. So I take some set C like such way. 1 is here. Okay, but we take the 1, 2, and not 1, we take here better 4. Okay. So we say here 1, 2, 3, and we take here 9, right? And you see this one, B is not the subset of C because due to 4 element is not lies in the set C. But A is a subset of C because all the element of A, 1, 2, 3 is available in set C. But A is a set of C. And that's why we say this statement is false. Now, we want to do this question number part number 5. See, X is the element of set A, and A is not the subset of B. Then X belong to B. So if X belong to A and A, this one we see this one, like to see. So this is true. X is a element of set A, right? X may be a set, and A is not the subset of B. Then X is the belong to B. No, this not be true. It is a false statement. Look out. For example, this X is a element of A. Okay, fine. X belong to A. And now we say that A, we say that set A, X 1, 2. Okay. Now we take B is not the A is not the subset of B, so we take the some value. We say that here 1, 4, 5. So B is not A is not the subset of B. Now X belong to B. Then this X belong to A and A is not a subset of B, then X belong to B. Say that here X does not belong to B here. So that's why we say that this is a false statement. Now, I will do this part 6. So in this question, you see this one, A is a subset of B, and X does not belong to B, then X does not belong to A. If X does not belong to B, it means that X belong to A. No, no, no. It is also look out false statements. Let me give you some example. Say A is a subset. We take the some value 1, comma 2, and we say we take the B is another set. We say 1, 2, 3. See here in this case, A is a subset of B because all the element of A lies inside B, and you see that here X is not the element of B. X does not belong to B. So now you see that here X also not in the A. X does not belong to A. So this may be true or may be false, because you can take here X also. I take here, suppose X is also the part of A. So what will happen? X may belong to A, but here X belong to A. So this statement, X does not belong to A, is false. If the element does not belong to B, then X does not belong to A. If A is a subset of B, okay, fine. So you are looking here that we are not be able. So it is true statement, not the false. It's a true statement. True statement in the sense that because you are saying that you are not be able to verify it. If X does not belong to B, then X also not belong to A, because all the elements are in B is also in A. So this statement seems to be true because we say X is an element here. So X must be element here to make it here A subset of B. So if element does not belong to B, that element does not belong to A. Look out here to this one. If X belong to B and X also belong to A, since A is a subset of B. Similarly, if X does not belong to B, so X does not belong to A. So this statement is true. Hello. So in this question, I say in this next question, in a survey of 600 students in our school, 150 students were found to be taking tea, and 225 students are taking coffee. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. So here in this questions, and the number of students in a school is a 600 students are there. Okay, so we say the number of universal set U will be equal to 600 students, means total students are 600. 150 students were found to be taking tea. Okay, number of students who are taking tea is 150. Okay. And 225 taking coffee. A number of students who are taking coffee is 225. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. So we say that here number of students who are taking tea and coffee both are 100. Find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, In these questions, we have to find out the number of students who are not taking tea dash, neither tea nor coffee. It means what? Tea dash, they are not taking tea, complement of tea, and not tea. We say nor is there, so we take the intersection coffee, C dash. We say that a number of people, students who are not taking tea and coffee is T dash intersection C dash. That will be equal to what? We see that here the universal number of universal students minus n of T union C. This is the formula. So we are using this formula is that because we have to find out this one, and this one can be written as the universal number of universal students minus students those are taking either tea or coffee. Okay, this is the formula we will use to find out the tea and coffee. So first of all, we have to find out this one terms number of students who are taking either tea or coffee. So for that purpose, we use this formula T union C equal to, you remember formulas, maybe not, and T plus and C minus n of T intersection C. So this will comes out. T is here, the number of students who are taking the tea 150, number of coffee 225, and this one we see minus 100. So this will comes out, you see 50, 275, right? 275 students are either taking tea or coffee. TUC means they are either taking tea or coffee. So now we put the value in this formula number 1. This, so this put the value in the formula number 1. We are getting n of T dash intersection C dash, that will be equal to what? NU. The value of NU is equal to what? 600. Total student number of students in the school is 600 minus the students who are taking either tea or coffee 275. This will comes out 325. This will be the answer of this question. So class, now we do this question number 14. In a group of students, 100 students know Hindi, 50 know English, and 25 know both. Each of the students knows either Hindi or English. How many students are there in the group? So for this question, let's say here 100 students know Hindi. We have to find out how many students are there in the group, in the union. 100 students knows Hindi. Okay, we say the number of students who knows Hindi at H equal to 100. Number of students who knows English, we say 50. And 25 knows both, means they know English as well as Hindi. So we see the intersection because we know both. Both is a you consider this with a catch point. So we say the H intersection E means Hindi and English both they know. So intersection will comes out 25. Each of the students knows either Hindi or English. So that here we see that here that universal set and U will be equal to what? N of H union E. Means either they know Hindi or they know English. All students are there. How many students are there in the group? So we know the formula. And what is the formula is here? We know formula N of H union E will be equal to N of H plus N of E minus N of H intersection E. So this will comes out, we say this is, we say NH is given to you 100, N is given to you 50, and this intersection is given to you minus 25. So this will comes out 150 minus 25, 125. So how many students are there in the group? So this is equal to what? Universal set. We see that here because they know this is equal to universal. So in the group, the number of students are 125. 125 is the answer for this question.